Maneva na say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Send your heartfelt commiserations to the people of Dagbon and everybody else who's either directly or indirectly connected to the death of this individual. As I said, we don't want to mention it here. But the most important thing is that a big oak tree has fallen in Dagbon, and I'm sure that at the right time, the full information will be put out for the public to know exactly what we're talking about. But is there something else you want us to know?
Yes, I have just been cleared also that we can put on the image of the Kampakuyana.
Okay.
In fact, he is the regent now.
Okay.
And then that's a flyer I have here.
Okay.
And that can go for public consumption.
Okay.
And also,
so, Bright, if you can put it out for us to see who the Kampakuyana is, who is the regent of Dagbon.
Yes.
And also explain to us, when we talk about the regent, so that's it. That's a Kampakuyana Yakubu is now the regent of Dagbon. Who is he? Would you have any information about who exactly he is?
I don't have the true succession. I don't know their lineage very well.
Okay.
And then with the nature of our chieftaincy, you ought to know it to speak about it. So for now, I'll just stick to this flyer and go to learn more and know what I will be cleared to say.
Okay.
Because even all these things I'm putting out, I had to consult before saying them.
I got it. Okay, there are protocols to these things. I totally understand. Anyway, so we're following with keen interest. If there's any information that we need to put out there, we'll put out there.
Yes, and I'll be happy to speak anytime.
That's fine.
I'm supposed to.
That's fine. So whilst you were out there contemplating whether to come on the show or not, and it's totally understandable because we are all bereaved. Because I have my paternal grandmother is from Zabzul. So yes. So I'm connected somehow to the northern region. So this one is the funeral for all of us. Funeral for all of us. And so, but whilst you were away, or before you joined us, we were having a conversation of the cleanup exercise that we conducted on Friday and Saturday, 2 days, which was declared by the president. And you saw the president and the vice president himself participating in it. Of course, before then, the president had to go and do an aerial assessment of the situation. That too became an issue. Some of his critics thought he should have done boots on the ground, but that's not for me. It's not the main conversation. We've gone past that now. The cleanup has happened, and we also had the flag bearer of the NPP who had actually encouraged his party supporters to go and do the cleanup exercise and so on and so forth. Now, what would you say is your general view about this cleanup exercise? First of all, did you participate yourself personally? And where you did? Where?
Around CalBank, in front of my shop.
I'm told it's a messy situation there.
Yeah, it's bad. It's that bad. And moreover, I want to start. You mentioned our flag bearers approach. I think we are providing a very responsible opposition approach to the country. Why am I saying so? When you look at the flood situation, although people were talking about other things that weren't even the critical things we should be looking at, but the intent and the action that happened is what I'm more interested in, which is what the flag bearer did. He first of all told us, look, do not make this partisan. We've lost lives. We need to think together. We need to support each other. And true, we have seen him again from the statement he made to us, just like you are saying again, that look, support the current government to clean the city. Let's get the gutters desilted. And I saw a lot of our MPs. Most of us came up to join the NDC's government. We didn't say, okay, it's the usual practice or it's just what the NDC wants to do. I just saw some quite extreme shots where I think her name is Teni or Rita, one of the MPs, the fair lady. Is she Teni or Rita?
Is it the MP for Kaikwe North? That's Teresa Wuni. Yes. The lady who went to CalBank,
So I think that was quite extreme. Quite extreme. I'm choosing my words.
She actually came out to apologize.
She did, yes. So I don't expect this reaction from even she herself knows it was extreme.
She said,
in fact,
let her please.
I don't know why he's reacting like that, but It was extreme, in fact. I will even retract the quiet. I was just being measured, but she was being extreme. And that's why she herself has apologized. Because look, we want work done. This is nation building. This is development. You've had all stakeholders interested in joining, and we fiscally joined. The bank managers told you that they had waited in front of the bank for the team to join them. But nobody got there when they were ready. And you know they have working hours, and this is a bank. Obviously, they will be working to protect time and all that.
Right.
So they said, okay, we would go ahead of the team. We would do this quickly and go back. I was even expecting her to commend the bank for coming out quickly to do the work and going back to work. So that's proactivity to boost production. So for me, it was good. But the point of she entering into the bank with clients seated, there were customers in the bank, calling, and the gestures and everything wasn't good. It only points out to arrogance and nothing else. Because when you take power into your hand like this, nobody says don't speak with people who are wrong. Nobody is saying don't negotiate or dialogue. But when you go raising your voice, yelling at people, trying to make it so dramatic, I think it's so needless. She could have done better than what she did and what we are seeing on videos. And I'm so happy she has apologized. That is also to say she's a very good lady by apologizing, and I expect that she will keep it up, because building the nation, jointly working with stakeholders, doesn't make the stakeholders less of you. I can quote her verbatim. She said, "Memenjai mejuma or parliament." You see, some of the statements, she was asking her, she as an MP should leave her office to come and clean for them to sit. But you are a leader. Are you not supposed to lead by example? Those utterances were quite irritating. Nobody says we won't clean. The bank didn't say we won't clean. The bank came out to do the work and has informed you that we were here earlier. But this was the reactions we got. So if some of them or she herself still intends to go on that route, we are discouraging her to never do that again.
Right.
It's not nice. And I'm glad she has apologized. So I'm commending her again. Honorable Member of Parliament, we really appreciate the fact that you have apologized. But next time, I'm sure that shouldn't happen again.
You see, for me, Rabi, for me, it's more to do with the how she went about it.
Is the how I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to her, she says, I have left my home. I have left Parliament. I am here cleaning. The least you can do
Is to join.
is to help us clean. But if you're sitting there in your offices and making it look like you don't care, then I have a problem. And you know, she actually went to the extent of actually saying that, look, I can see a lot of filth around the bank.
Yeah, the back. Is it the bank
the back
or the
of
back?
the back of the
Yes,
bank.
it's the back.
So why aren't you cleaning? So I agree with you.
Yeah.
The choice of
It's
words.
just the choice of words.
You know, the way she went about
It's just
expressing
the- it's
emotions.
just
But she came across as somebody who was frustrated.
And so what is frustrating you? You're doing your work.
Yeah.
If they are wrong, tell them you are wrong.
Maybe we should watch the video again for
they
persons
leave,
who don't know what we're talking about.
Instruct that they quickly join.
Yeah.
Just you see, as we are here, we are having a conversation.
Yeah.
If you are wrong, you are wrong.
Yeah.
And if you are right, you are right. I have even seen where, look, the wrong I am talking now. I'm very good at heck also. I can be stubborn.
What are you relaxed? I want to.
No, your reactions are actually
I want to.
heckling. You are being heckled. You are. Even some reactions. No, never. Never. My brother, never. Moro, never. No heckle.
My eyes are.
No, it's your gestures. It's actually your gestures.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that, Moro, we have seen some shops that were even locked up.
Yeah.
And nobody is saying that was wrong. You know why? It was a way of correcting their wrong. They refused bluntly to do it. The assembly went to them and said, I have seen those videos too. They said, no, you can't be working at this time, which is correct. Which the assembly did well. I have seen this guy, Jerry Ahmed, exchanging words with one woman. I took my time to watch it. He was right again. But then I quickly called and told him, Honorable, yes, she's a constituent. Can you look at the approach? So when we are talking about these things objectively, when Mr. A's choice, when Mr. A's reaction is wrong, it's wrong.
Right.
And everyone knows, I have sat here to even commend NDC people and MP people, but this one was below belt.
Okay.
Her reaction was needless.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it and let's allow the public to also judge. Yeah. Let's watch the videos.
President's command, let me put it that way, for us to tidy up, and we saw you in one or two footages. What actually transpired and what was done afterwards?
Well,
all the young guys sitting behind your desk, what are they doing? I have left my office and I'm in the government here. I'm telling you, this is not your cleaner job. This cleaner is sick that you have brought here. Is it right? What are the youth in your office doing? Those young guys sitting there, what are they doing? All the young guys sitting behind your desk, what are they doing? What are they doing? Go to GCB, go to NIB. All their managers, their workers are on the street making the money. So you could really be a motivation to them. Come out. You are here, your workers will come and do one thing. You just leave it. Once they see you working, they'll do it. They have collected every gutter here. It's just your frontage. They won't enter because you are inside working. Who should come and clean your frontage for you to make profit? I've called your manager. I've called Mr. Juan. What's the name? The least you can do is clean your frontage. The least you can do. Banks are not exempted. The least you can do is clean your frontage. My dear parliament, na me bet you got a mumam na mumu di this. Me ba say me see no manager.
Eh, ono, madam bre. O ta mo mo frem.
E dey stop person me ba house. Manager, good morning. Mr. President, directive,
we are always doing this to politicians, and when they take advantage of us, we don't get it. About 20 miles, we ended up. We are talking about you as a deaconess.
And we don't get any benefit.
What do you have to benefit from? If there is a situation, your life is what is more important, not what you eat at that point. We are always doing this to politicians, and when they take advantage of us, we don't get it. About 20 miles, we ended up. We are talking about you as a deaconess.
And we don't get any benefit.
What do you have to benefit from? If there is a situation, your life is what is more important, not what you eat at that point. We are always doing this to politicians, and when they take advantage.
The Teresa Awuni's explanation and where she was rendering the apology. Let's watch that video too.
She was frustrated. She said it.
If there is a situation,
all the young guys sitting behind your desk.
President's command, let me put it that way, for us to tidy up, and we saw you in one or two footages. What actually transpired and what was done afterwards?
Well, first and foremost, I will say sorry to those who think that I was so harsh. But you see, if you were with us from morning, you would have felt the heat we were feeling at that time. So we started cleaning since morning, and institutions were all out. Look, a whole bank, 2 or 3 people will come out and support us. It's nice. But the whole of CalBank, they locked themselves inside and they were working. And right in front of their bank, there's a gutter that was full to the brim. And so the youth also refused to touch it because they said the people have refused to come and help them. And so I asked for the manager. Somebody may say that, oh, MP, you were shouting, calm down. But I was at the reception or whatever, the forefront. When I was talking to them, I was asking, who is in charge? Nobody was mine. This one will look at this person, this one will look at this person. I said, why? Don't you have a manager here? There's nobody who supervises you here. Then when I started making noise before they pointed an office, that's the office. You understand? And so when I went in and asked her why none of them were out to at least even hold the shovel to symbolize that, look, what we are doing is important to you too. They said they have received a mail from their headquarters that their cleaners should be the ones to do that work. And you know, these cleaners, they come in the nights when the banks are closed to come and clean and go. So what was the woman trying to tell me? And so I insisted that we stay there until they come out. And today, some of you have followed me there. You have realized that the fields we brought out of that bank. Others were saying, yeah, they are bank, they are working. So they will come and work on Saturday. Did you see any of them there today? No. They only brought a water tank because I said I needed the water tank. So that today after we are done working, we will flash it. That one, I'll applaud them. Before we got there, they had ordered the water tank. And then after we desalted the agata, we were able to. And I can tell you that even if you move a little bit, we have to break that gutter. We can't do that today because it's all blocked. And today, if Achimota gets flooded and the bank gets flooded, they'll insult the MP. They'll insult the president. Do we cause rains? The answer is no. But if you desilt your gutter and the water passes, will your bank be flooded? The answer is no. And so I am pleading that those who are bashing me on social media and say MP could have done it differently, there was no way I could have done it than what I did, because the atmosphere and the pressure on me at that moment, that was.
So you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Rabi Salifu is still here with us, and also Wondero. So Rabi, you heard her. She said there was a lot of pressure on her.
Moro,
said a lot of pressure.
I understand she's human, but I as well want to tell you this, Moro.
Yes.
Your ability to be emotionally intelligent, soaking pressure, handling frustration, all adds up to your leadership skills. You can't just go and tell us, or just stand and tell us because I was frustrated. Yeah, you are human, but you are as well expected to be able to manage it. Nobody is your son there. Even your own children don't expect some kind of reaction from you. For those who, even her choice of words, Moro, I just want to remind us that communication, even as we are seated here, we can offend people by even our gestures. That's why when we are reading social communication, you are reminded, and you are journalists, you are reminded quickly on how you can be subconscientized, on how to even throw your hands, how to even stare at people, how to even sigh, how to even say, and if you're talking, your choice of words. Leadership is beyond just saying, take what I can afford. It's just what I can give. And if this is all she can give, then Moro, I still want her to still reflect on her leadership skills.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonder.
Moro, I sincerely don't see anything wrong with the MP's approach. You see, there was a clear directive. In fact, I say with a couple of banks. Almost all those banks had issued statements due to the cleaning exercise, being organized by the president. Our branches will be open at 10. Some said 11, some said 12. In fact, businesses were closed. You go to the whole of Accra, you can't do business until after 12. There's a certain level of discipline required from all business owners. Listen, this business about, the MP was throwing his hands is an emotive argument. It's emotional, it holds no water. The truth is that the MP went to the bank asking, where is your manager? Why are you guys not out with us? There was no directive that we should converge anywhere. It was not a cleanup walk. It was a cleanup exercise of everybody's own environment. And so the expectation was that where I have my business, where I have my household, I clean my place. The bank needn't wait to say that they were waiting for the team to get to their end. Which team? To get to the end to do what? Did we pay anybody to clean on the day? It was a citizen participation in the cleanup exercise that was organized by the president. And so everybody was required to have that understanding of what is supposed to be done. So I clean my environment, you clean your environment, and it's fine. If by so doing, a team on the main road meets you, that's fair. But to be waiting and say that you as a bank, we are waiting. Then later we are told that they even said, their head office sent them an email that only their cleaners should participate in the cleanup exercise. Really? Is that what we bargained for? And this is what we are condoning because of political convenience, because we are now in opposition and suddenly we have to rubbish everything. Shaibu was shouting and screaming on others Why was he screaming? Because he knew that it was expected that everybody should clean. And as a matter of fact, when Honorable Shabu went, he was around the people's own containers, not around his house. I could have also slept in my home. President Mahama could have also slept in his home. Everybody could have slept in his home. But it was an exercise that must take the consciousness of everybody. And therefore, everybody was expected out to go and clean. No doubt I didn't see functionaries of, their party, especially their flag bearer, came only one day. The second day, we were told that he's tired. He didn't even go to participate in the cleanup exercise. I didn't see him again. Oh. Only on the first day I saw him. After that, nothing.
Who said where was that?
You can even extrapolate and say that they were doing some party whatever. That may be the reason why he didn't turn up again on the Saturday. But we clean on Friday, we clean on Saturday, we clean on Sunday. As I was telling you yesterday. I said yesterday, Sunday, Sakumono was still being clean. So this business about just being politically convenient and everything, you have to bastardize everything, you have to say something at all costs. It's an emotive argument. It's going nowhere. What we needed was that Ghanaians should have been conscious. Everybody should have stepped out to clean their environment. It didn't have to be a bank manager. It didn't have to be a cleaner. It didn't have to be a security man. Everybody reduced themselves to cleaning their environment. So we didn't need that bossy kind of thing that we are bankers. And who are you banking to at the time? When all of us were on the street, no business was open. So which bank? Who are you banking to? So please, let the record be set straight. I'm not going to sit on this program and have anybody try to use an emotional blackmail and say that the MP was wrong and all that. I don't think that's the way to go. Yeah.
Unanimously, I think we all agree that the decision of the bank staff not to participate in the cleaning exercise was totally untenable.
Exactly.
We all collectively agree.
Exactly.
Okay.
Moro, of course, which Rabi said, I'm just adding to what you said, which I said.
Yes. No, you said that. Yes. I mean, to be fair to you, said that. But I think that the tone with which, and
what did she say? Give me one statement.
Adika, we can watch the video again.
Yes.
Oh, Moro, let's go on. If he's not listening, I think we should. Everybody has made their point.
The staff. Yes. So they were even if it were your workers.
You didn't listen to Teresa.
I not listened.
Teresa said when she entered the bank, she asked.
We are watching her this morning. We watched her.
Excuse me, madam, please. When I'm talking, keep your cool.
When you are talking, when I was talking, what did I do? You can't actually intimidate me.
She got there.
When I was talking, you were talking. Who said you should stop?
You were not happy.
I actually told him.
You were not happy. So please keep quiet and let me talk.
So I'll also come to you.
In her explanation, when she granted the second interview,
she said she was under pressure.
No, listen to the interview. Play back the interview fully.
Okay.
She said that when she entered the bank, she was asking, where is your manager? Nobody was money here. They were looking at her like some whatever.
But even the tone which she inquired, you heard it.
Moro, do we now determine how people talk?
We are entitled. No, you see, we're entitled to express.
Teresa is a very expressive person. If you know her personally, she's a very expressive person.
But you saw in the second video where she was explaining, you saw a totally different division.
But she told you she was under pressure.
Why was she not expressive?
So we all agree that the tone was a bit high. But she agrees. But
so we now have to apologize for tone and not the work to be done.
You know, she also agrees with us that the tone was a bit high, but the reason her tone was high was because she was under pressure.
Exactly.
No, so I'm saying
what else should she do?
No, I'm saying that she agrees that her tone was a bit high.
That what the bank
but she said I was under enormous pressure.
Exactly.
And that's why my tone was high.
Should he not? Was Shaibu not under pressure when he was screaming?
No, he was under a lot of pressure too.
Yes, everybody was screaming and shouting. And even me, if my own workplace, when my staff were lazing about, I was very angry.
But I know you very well. I can assure you that if you were staff of CalBank, you would not have been happy with the way she spoke to you.
Well, it's not about being happy. We're not out there to please people's emotions. What we need is a job done.
Get people to do something.
We cannot continue to be pleasing people all the time.
You can get people to job. You can get people to work without necessarily
by begging them,
coming across as being rude or disrespectful.
What should she do? Beg them.
Not beg them.
Kneel down.
Let me tell you. No, it's simple. Hello, my name is so and so. Where is everybody?
Oh, come on.
Hold
not
on. There are different approaches.
I agree.
You and I
she chose her approach.
You and I, look, you know what surprises me?
No.
Before she joined us, we were having a conversation about the carrot and stick approach.
Yes.
And you had agreed that sometimes the two must go hand in hand.
Good.
That it's not a hey-hi.
Yes.
Sometimes you must educate people.
Oh, we didn't say not the hey-hi. We talked about punishment and then education. Not hey-hi. Don't misquote me. Punishment and education was what we discussed.
So punishment and education.
And education.
And I'm saying that she could have entered that bank and spoke to them in ways that would actually let them even feel very guilty.
Okay, let me agree with
for
you.
not participating.
Let me agree with you, but she didn't do that.
Shouting and
Moro, let me agree with you. She didn't do that.
Angry and so on. That's the point I'm trying to make.
She has every right to be angry. That's her constituency. See, we're not talking about some strenuous person in that constituency.
Yeah,
that's where she comes from.
Yes.
She was one of the people who were heavily affected.
Yes.
Alajo is one of the places that perennially, Alajo and Jowolo, perennially are areas that get very flooded when there's flood. So you can sit in your East Lagos and sit in your Lafayette and claim that nothing happened. But I'm saying that she was heavily affected by the flood. And she thinks that on that occasion, the bank should have been responsible. That's what I'm saying. What hurts me is that it's even a branch. It's not even a head office where you can tell me, oh, maybe they are in a high-rising building and they are not on the floor and all that. They were all
So what do you disagree that approach could have been better?
I don't disagree. I feel that is the best approach. Let's wait for. On the more serious note,
I personally think she was a bit harsh.
Well,
that's my personal opinion.
Those are opinions.
Yes, I think she was a bit harsh.
My opinion is that
she would have been less harsher to still get them to do their job.
You would have been happy. Would you have been happy if the AMA had closed them down?
No, I wouldn't have been.
Would that have been a better
No, I wouldn't have been.
So what else are we talking about?
No, but I still think she was a bit harsh. I still think she was a bit harsh.
It's your thoughts. Yeah, I believe that's the best approach.
Rabi,
on the day we have.
I think we should move on. We can't litigate on this forever.
Yeah, but of course,
you've expressed your view.
This is Metro TV,
yes.
And then I know you care about, and you care so much about your viewers.
Right.
And we all know the caliber of people.
Okay.
Who actually watch this program.
Right.
And the entirety of Ghana is very discerning. Ghana is a very discerning country.
Right.
I think, Moro, misinformation should be made an offense in your studio. Because when you look at the amount of money NGOs, even governments, successive governments, individuals are investing in misinformation and disinformation, that alone should tell you that it's a serious thing.
Right.
I want him to tell myself and you and all our viewers where Dr. Bawumia or any of his spokespersons or aides mentioned that Dr. Bawumia said he was tired and couldn't join
I never said they said he was tired. I said maybe he was tired. That's what I said.
When
you said maybe.
If you didn't listen,
did you say maybe?
Yourself.
You said maybe
he was tired. That's what I said. And I added that maybe because of their internal
Does that
elections.
change anything? He says maybe.
Does that change anything? What is wrong for a human being to be tired anyway?
Code, you still want to...
I think your program has standards, Moro.
I know. I get the point
I think you have standards here.
So if he says maybe he was tired...
So, of course, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with correcting yourself that you use the word maybe.
Yes.
And if what I have said has pulled out your position, you have just cleared yourself.
Okay.
So to my viewers, Moro, what I was saying is that he is now saying he didn't say Bawumia said he was tired.
Okay.
He used the word maybe.
For God's
sake, Moro, can he sit in his skin to allow me speak?
It's not my
fault that they are all frustrated. It's not my fault that you promised that yes, I will not be able to deliver.
Rabi, I didn't hear him say that Bawumia said he's tired.
I'm just saying, Moro, wait, Moro, when he said it earlier, you reacted. You said, did Bawumia tell you he was tired?
No, I asked him because he said...
No, I'm coming, Moro. Something informed your reaction.
Yes.
Moro, can you tell him to shut up? He told me to shut up. No, he told me to
Moro, just relax. Just relax. Allow him. Your guests are interrupting.
Oh my God, I can't mind my business.
Oh, no wonder. Relax. I know you are usually very calm. So I don't know why.
I understand why he can't sit. I totally understand.
Okay.
And he and his sister have just mentioned that they are frustrated. Okay. But I want to put it unapologetically.
He hasn't said he's frustrated.
You can see frustrated. Okay, I'm telling you, he's frustrated. Moro. I am telling you his reaction is telling you that he's extremely frustrated this morning.
Okay.
He can't sit calm as I sat through. When I tried heckling to show him that I'm a very good and very hecklish person, you told me, Moro, that Rabi relaxed, and I sat back.
Yes.
I deliberately timed it. You saw me time
yes,
it. I timed the number of minutes he spoke whilst I remained quiet, and I'm telling you, Moro, if he this morning is so uncomfortable, is so frustrated, is so worried about their incompetence and inability to stick to their promise, it's not Rabi or the MPP's fault.
Okay.
Moro, what we are saying is that frustration is part of human life.
All right.
But when you do the right thing, when you have the right facts, when you are ready to speak to the facts, you don't laugh unnecessarily, you don't do unnecessary gestures, you sit in conversations, you listen through Moro, you make very comprehensive argument, you make sense to your viewers, and you don't just go saying things that are needless. Moro, exactly what I'm saying. So to climax that on the cleanup exercise, on my way, in commending the effort that we all have contributed in getting success rate, I think some attempts were made to collect the rubbish or garbage on the banks of the road. I think it's still important to continue collecting those abandoned rubbish. Some are still there, and I know the assemblies, the various assemblies would work towards collecting them. Otherwise, we might have outbreak of cholera or something around that, or even breed of severe mosquitoes and all that. So I would urge that was a good initiative. It was started and delivered. Our flag bearer made us take part, our MPs took part, and I want to commend the NPP entirely for understanding and agreeing to support in nation building. We are a very responsible opposition. We are opposition that would not just sit and say, even if the government is bringing up initiative that we can even help them do better, we will not do. We will keep providing Ghanaians the most responsible position as an opposition party. We will give Ghana the best as an opposition party. And inshallah, we will not deceive Ghanaians and come and get frustrated in government. We won't do that.
Let me read a few messages. So Siddiq is watching us all the way from the United Kingdom, and he says that, good morning. Please remind Rabi of what Nado told the affected communities of the Kosombo village. Even if the MP is wrong, we need leaders like that, not the ones that would deny victims help because they didn't get votes from them. That's from Siddiq.
Sometimes some of the residents who can be excessively annoying. I acknowledge that.
So Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says that, good morning, my brother. In my humble opinion, Moro, the member of parliament did not do anything wrong by calling on the workers of CalBank to join her to do the cleaning. She only acted out for frustration. I'm so disappointed to hear Rabi say that the action of the member of parliament was nothing but total arrogance. Rabi, please, arrogance in which way? Are we also right to say that the actions of Jerry Ahmed against the such lady was also an act of arrogance? Now she's not condemned, but she also expressed a reservation about that.
Both, and I as well say the conversation here, when I say she depicted, Moro, you remember I said she was depicting sheer arrogance. And if frustration is what has made her, she has explained to me, this is a conversation. I'm glad the person has written.
Yes, let me finish reading the messages. Yes, let me finish reading the message. So this one here says that let's get serious in this country. The president, the vice president, including ministers and members of parliament, were all out there for the exercise. So what are we talking out? Moro, if you say you think she was a bit harsh, fine, that's your opinion. So what is your opinion about the actions of Jerry Ahmed? Yes, Jerry was also equally harsh. He also was very, very harsh. And it says that, it says, so what is your opinion about, and it says, Rabi, there you go. You said this morning to describe somebody doing her job as being arrogant. Just listen to yourself. What is more arrogant than your blah, blah, blah this morning? Now, Reverend Samuel J says that, good morning and good morning to your panel. Moro, sometimes as much as if we are free to express our views, it's also important to respect our views. How they are getting to one another to shut up is not the best. Politics must not be seen as battling one another. I totally apologize for that. It got a bit rancor.
If a gentleman cannot treat a lady, she has to be defensive.
Once you bring out, he's also going to come.
If a man can't treat a lady like that, she has to be defensive. She has to be defensive.
Please, let me bring it up. My viewers want to have a say, please. My viewers want to have a say, I beg you. Nilante Okunka in the UK says, good morning, Moro. Please tell the lady in your studio to stop the partisan arguments. MPP had 8 years and did nothing. They have no moral right to dictate to the NDC government. Ni Lante Okunka from the UK. Now, good morning, Metro TV GMZ. This is Professor Prince inside Bobrea Se Adanse in the Adanse North District. In furtherance of a successful cleanup exercise, I will entreat each and everyone to exhibit an act of discipline in order not to allow nature to expose us in such a devastating manner again. Greetings to the District Chief Executive of Accra from Chief Gariba Mohammed. Now, Ali Baba, I believe, in Medina says, I will still call on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to charge his engineers to seriously work on underground drainage system, even if they might need technology transfer, because all the advanced countries have underground drainage system, and all the challenges on how to fix it. It's so sad that 21st century Ghana is still undergoing community labor. was that community? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Okay, and it says Ghana is still undergoing community labor exercise when it rains, and therefore the government should make sure no more open gutters contract. The underground drainage system technology is available, despite it might be expensive, and yet it makes cities very beautiful. My regards to Honorable Julius Deborah and the MC for Medina, Alhaji Faila Fuseni. Okay, that's Ali Baba from Medina. And then this one here from so Reverend Jones Latte, no, he's been very consistent about issues of sanitation. He's talked about it for years and is getting very frustrated. Now, Reverend Jones Latte from the UK, he's a lawyer and also a minister of God and also a journalist. He says, where I stand on the demise of our water bodies and the poor sanitation system in Accra. The press has not done enough to hold our leaders responsible for the failure to enforce the rule of law. There's no sustainability in what we do. We see a cat box and container cities springing up daily, and the authorities do nothing about it. Okay. Fortunately, good morning. It's good to know that you're tuned in. And let me end with this one. It says, Moro, did I hear Rabi say the MP won't deceive Ghanaians to come to power? Wow, wonder shall never end. MEP, oh my God, it seems MP members are so myopic and should not think that the majority of Ghanaians are like them and that they're forgetting about their bad governance so soon. Engineer Joshua from Kwashiman. Now this one says, good morning. Rabi said, Rabi, yes, MP can be only responsible in opposition, but not in government. Ghanaians should always say no to MPP. If Sister Adapa had used the money she kept in her room, but that's her personal money. Until we're able to establish it as somebody's money, this messages she keeps sending about users. She should use her own personal money to do government work. No, it doesn't work like that, please. Let's move away from that type of politics. The NDC is in power. If the MDC government is able to establish that it is an ill-gotten money, then we can have that conversation. But for now, it's not been established yet. So for now, it is her money legitimately acquired until proven otherwise. So please, let's move away from this type of politics. Hardy from Pig Farm says, good morning, brother. Until we stop the attitude of building on waterways, this country will continue to experience flooding till thy kingdom come. Let's use this opportunity to thank our humble and hardworking president for this good initiative. Good morning to Dr. Ibrahim Mahama. He says, bring back Zoom Lion. Yes, I'm in full force. Bring back Zoom Lion on this one. Now, this one, Musa Abatwa from Asawasi says that my sister Rabi's opinion on arrogance posture for me is unfounded. The national cleanup exercise is a national initiative that deserves the support of every Ghanaian. Sanitation and flooding are national challenges that affect us regardless of party affiliation. Rather than engaging in blame game, we should unite behind every genuine effort to address them. While successive governments have implemented measures to tackle flooding, the current initiative is a positive step that should be supported and strengthened with constructive ideas. Let us put Ghana first and work together to make the exercise successful for the benefit of the entire nation. Best wishes to Dr. Amo Bafuo.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.